guys, so it's me and my sister again. We are about to do another video. Today's topic is going to be about black girl magic, and we're just going to touch base on a little bit about what that means to us and what it feels like, and you know, the history behind it. Just a couple of questions that you guys may be curious about, maybe you don't, but just a little bit more about what we think and our opinions on it, right? Are you ready, sister?
I'm ready.
Alright, so the first question we're going to touch base on is, what does it mean to be a black woman? I'm sure many people have questions. I'm sure all coaches may have curiosity, right? So I'm going to let Allie go first on this question on what does it mean to be a black woman for her.
What it means to be a black woman is to be strong to a whole nother level. You have to go through so many hurdles and so much pain. Hopefully it'll become something that transforms into something very, very positive. It comes with being judged a lot, honestly. Being a black girl, you're judged a lot for everything, any and everything. It comes with a certain level of power within you also, because you're the original, you know? So anything that anybody really kind of thinks of and do, it came from you. You are the earth, basically, in a nutshell. It's an awesome feeling. Sometimes I feel like being black in general is something you kind of can't explain to a certain extent, because it's just so phenomenal, and it really is black girl magic or black magic, you know what I'm saying? Like, our hair is even magical. Like, so being black is just awesome. Like, it's very tricky. It's like a tricky thing. It's a very tricky thing. I love not always looking like everyone else. I love that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But because you don't look like everything else and everybody else, you got a lot of targets on your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, people just keep trying to steal from you. And it's annoying. But I still have to remember that, and I'm an original. Nobody can never take my black girl magic. Nobody can never take basically my swagger, my essence. Because I am who I am, and God made me this way for a reason. And just being black is just awesome. It just comes with good and bad. Nothing bad in the sense of something wrong with being black, but it's just like it comes with a toll. A lot of people are against us, and we have to learn to deal with that and try to get past that, basically. So I can say, and I love being black. Like, I wouldn't want to be no one else. I'm sorry, like, I really wouldn't. I love being a black woman. Like, that shit is so awesome. I love waking up every day like, I'm happy I'm a black woman. Thank you. Thank you. No matter what we go through, I'm still happy that I'm a black woman. What does it mean to you?
What does it mean to me to be a black woman? It means to be powerful. It means to be unshakable. It means to be adaptable. It means to be able to not only adapt to your environment, but to adapt to who you are. I think that as a black African American woman, it comes with a lot of trials and tribulations. Just tracing back to our ancestors, right? Like, they've been through so much turmoil, so many things that we deal with today that's generational. And I think walking into your authentic self is becoming a black woman and acknowledging your worth, your value, the love that you have, your hair texture, your complexion. You know, we come in all different shades, all types, right? And whether it's brown skin or dark skin, you know, I get considered that I'm light skinned. I consider that I'm a brown skinned woman because I like to rep where I come from. And being a black woman comes with pain too. When you go through things, and you come out of it stronger than you have ever been before, yeah, like, pain is what also makes you and creates you. You come into this world in pain. I feel like as a black woman, we are the world. We are the cream of the crop. We are what it is. We are everything about us, our lips, our nose, our breasts, our hips, our butt. Plastic surgery is to identify and to pretty much mask what we already have in other cultures. And we need to learn to celebrate that within ourselves as women in order to learn our value even more as we live each day. You know, we have people who idolize us but want to diminish who we actually really are as a black woman. And it's a lot of things, it's manipulation. So you gotta just really know where you come from, who you are, what you bring to the table, to know, like, as a black woman, like, for example, we both went natural. That was a big deal for both of us. We both went through a different experience as a black woman going natural. We weren't taught that. We were taught to get that cream crack, get that relaxer, get that perm, to straighten your hair to be straight, versus embracing your natural hair, your natural curl, your natural forte. Like, our hair is so amazing, and it took time for us to get here. But being a black woman is just really honestly walking into your authentic truth. And whatever your truth is and what it means for you as a woman or as a person. So yeah, that's what that means for me. So
that's awesome.
I think so. So our second question, right, is what do you want for black women for the future? What do you want them to do, or what do you want them to be? So for me, I want them to know where they stand in the universe. I want them to know how much they matter. I want them to know that your beauty is not just on the outside, but it's on the inside from what you possess. I want them to know that you don't never have to settle for less, because you are a walking goddess. Where you stand, everywhere you go, you are blessing it. I want them to know that at the end of the day, you may have failures, right. You may make the wrong mistakes, right? You may not do everything right, but that's a part of life. When you take a L, it's not a loss, it's a lesson. So as a woman, I want my black woman to know, as you move forward in life, keep going, keep striving, keep moving. Don't never give up. Stay prayed up, and always be obedient in my belief to God, because at the end of the day, He is who He created us. And when you are able to walk in your authentic truth, it takes time. It ain't easy. So in order to get to your future on the person you are becoming and the person you are evolving into, you have to go deep. And going deep, it ain't easy, and it hurt, and you got to go through some kinks and some ups and downs to see, like, that what it is about me that I need to change, what is about me that I need to shift, what is about me that I need to, you know, make a little bit better so I can help somebody else. You got to know we are the world. We sit here, we give babies into the world, we do everything. Even if you have a man, he plays his part, but what you bring to the table, nothing a male could do. You are pretty much the icing on the cake. So always remember that you matter, you are valuable, you are worthy. Everything about you and your essence is significant. So when you feel like that about yourself, you'll know as you move towards in life that you gotta look at it like you untouchable. You gotta look at it like doesn't mean things ain't gonna happen to you, but just means that I got God on my side, so I got victory in the end. So I want my black woman to know to stand strong, stay positive, and to always believe in the person that God created them to be. So that's my definition of that question. So, what do you think?
What does it mean for black girls for the future for me? What I would love to see happen for black women in the future, us come together. Of course, black people as a whole.
Right.
But we need to stick together and know that we are not against each other. We are not enemies. We are not competition with anything. Yes, we can have a little competition to get these type of jobs and careers and stuff like that. That's nothing. I think that's a very good thing to have. But I think we need to do a lot more working together. Working together for a better good. Not working together to go catch somebody doing some craziness to us.
Right.
Working together to how you want me to help you with your company. Oh, how can I help you with your company? I use my little gifts and what I got in my belt, and use what you have to help me. Vice versa. I want us to not judge each other, especially if a woman is not at the same place that you're in. You know what I'm saying? I want us to still want to help each other and come together. I think that would just be so awesome for us to stick together and stop being so negative towards each other. Not all of us are like that, because I'm not like that. I'm all for women empowerment for the most part. Like, you're a good woman, I want you to be a good woman with me. Like, let's come together, let's do something, or let's just acknowledge each other's talents and just be like, yo, you dope and you awesome. When a woman tells me she got something good going on and she do this, she do that, I'm like, yo, that's awesome. Your resume is dope. I don't be looking at you like, ugh, like hating. That's not for me. I'm not that type of female. Like, I have my own greatness, and that's another thing black women need to always know. We have our own greatness, no matter what you're doing, what you have at that moment. You have your own greatness, so there's no reason to hate on the next person. We all are great, even if you haven't found it yet. You still are great. You are a beautiful black queen. There go one thing right there. You know what I'm saying? So you need to know that we just really need to come together. That's really just something that's really big for me. I want us to come together as a whole. I want us to not really, us against them, but in a sense, yes. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to make sure we're building. Black women are building. We need to build. We need to take ourselves to another level and help each other.
I agree.
And not just because you're doing so good and I'm doing so bad, like, you don't have to brush me to the side all the time. And vice versa, because some people, what goes up comes down. You're going to need me like I need you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you teach a person to fish. You don't just throw them fish. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that aspect, but just teaching the fish. Any knowledge that I know, I teach people around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just hold it to myself. We got to get out that mentality of crab in the bucket type of mentality. That's anybody. And I think that's just great advice for just any person. No crab in the bucket mentality. You don't need that. We need to just empower each other. It's time. Enough is enough. Like, we gotta get to these bags, and and I'm not talking about regular little bags of coins. I'm talking about these generational bags. You feel me? That's what we need to get into.
That's good.
And I just, basically in a nutshell, what I want for black women is just to love each other and love on each other the right way and help each other build each other up. You know what I'm saying? So we can take care of these kids, we can take care of these men can take care of us, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's what the future look like for me. That's what I see. That's the clearness I see. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. So I'm hoping that's what goes on.
I like that. I think that was deep. I think that touched base on a lot of aspects when it comes to just the black woman culture. Our next question, right, is what would you say to others on how to treat black women? So this is more so a general question. This is, what would you say to possibly other cultures on how to deal with black people, black women, how would they be
black
able
girls,
to understand them?
Anybody.
And do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
It's up to you.
Alright, so I can go first. So the only thing I would really say to other cultures, no lie, honor us. I feel like I said, we the cream of the crop. Like, what we possess, what we have, everything about us, our essence, our being in this universe matters. Like, we are here. We matter. So when you make it to be something else, or to mask it to be somebody else's culture that came from originally ours, you're making a fool out of yourself, because you already know it came originally from African American people. Or even if you Caribbean, or even whatever you are, Puerto Rican, we all black, period. So when it comes to us, we are always antagonized by other cultures in so many different ways. So I just want them to acknowledge that we are valuable. And even if you don't, we already gonna walk in it anyway. Why? Because we already feel we authentic. We already know what power lies within us. In my belief, like, greater is he that's in me than he who's in the world. So regardless on how you feel, on what you think of me, I already know who I am and where I stand, period. So I just want them to understand, like, things that you trying to make anew that we already originated, it will never work. It will work for maybe some time, but we know the truth of it. So when you walk in your authentic truth, nobody can never take something that was originally supposed to be yours. And you have to look at it as moving forward on how to treat black people. We are the ones who created so many different things. If you take it back to history, we did, a lot of our people did, whether it's like so many different things, right? And we get acknowledged for nothing. We get a 28-day grace period in February to acknowledge what we did, and there's been so many more people who've done so much more.
Right.
And we get to, underline because they are afraid of us.
Right.
They know what we're capable of. And our issues when it comes to me for black people, if we really came together on some real, work together and build together, the empire and the kingdom we would build together as one will be so powerful that's why they're trying to separate us. That's why they're trying to divide us. That's why they're trying to teach us to take each other out. Because at the end of the day, if we could teach them to take each other out, we don't gotta work. And it comes from men and women. It's women going against women. Our black women, we are so amazing. We are so beautiful. And a lot of times we see each other and what we do. A lot of us hate on each other. A lot of us be mad at each other. But there's no reason behind it when we're supposed to celebrate each other. But a lot of it was taught. A lot of it is mental. So you got to know at the end of the day, who you are and where you stand so you don't pick up that poor bad behavior. So when it comes to treating black women, my goal is to always honor them. My goal is to always celebrate them. My goal is to always let you know, you matter, you beautiful, you valuable, you are here. And if nobody never told you that somebody love you, I love you. Why? Because at the end of the day, what we come with a whole lot of baggage, just like men. But the baggage we come with it's also generational. It's not just, it just came off of what we experienced. What you possess and what you give to the universe, it don't get no better. I feel like out of all cultures, I'm all for all cultures, right? I'm general. When it comes to my black women, my black people, I salute you, because at the end of the day, you still standing, you still strong, you still matter. So for me, you gotta treat each other the way you would want to be treated, period. And that's to be treated good. Right. So practice what you preach. Get what you give out is what you're gonna get back. So that's pretty much my answer. So what do you think, you would say to other people on how you would treat them? From other cultures, how they treat you.
I would just say you gotta give respect to get respect.
Right.
So you don't want to give respect, don't expect any respect from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And respect where you got your whole everything from. At the end of the day, you got one viewer. Zero views. But respect that where you got your style, your everything from is just about from us. Black people created basically everything. Let's just be real. And I just feel like don't ever think, because the crazy thing is black women never really thought they were better than anyone. We've never thought that. Yes, as a whole, black women are coming into their own confidence because it was taken away from us for a long time. And yes, we have more of our own confidence again in another level, but that's never to bash anyone else. So it's we're coming for what's ours, what's been ours. So respect that.
Right.
Respect where you get your craft from.
Right.
Us. This is our style. Respect that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like everything is just mostly when it comes to other cultures and us, just have respect.
Right.
If you have respect, we don't have no problem. Black people don't disrespect anyone. But people are always disrespecting us.
Right.
Always taking from us. Stop taking from us.
Mm-hmm.
And at least when you're trying to take from us, respect what you took and acknowledge the person that you took it from. Mm-hmm. And thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? A little thank you would be nice every once in a while. But and know what you are when you're dealing with us. Mm-hmm. There's no reason to be, if you really feel negative about us, there's no reason to collaborate with us. That's just how I feel. Stay away. Keep your distance if you really don't care for us at the end of the day. Because there's no reason to deal with us if you really don't like black women or black people in general. But I just feel like respect is just key. And honesty. Be honest. I feel like being honest never goes wrong in any way. Because if you're honest, we can get to different places.
Right.
You can tell me how you feel, and you might not even be coming from a bad place. It's just telling you how you just telling me how you feel, and I can explain something to you, and vice versa. I can tell you how I feel about something, and I can be super wrong. But it's just be honest.
Right.
You know, so you just be honest about however you feel, what you got going on, or anything like that. I feel like that'll be awesome. But just come correct. Because if you don't come correct when it comes to us, you're going to get our wrath. You're going to feel our wrath. You really are. Because we really don't play that shit at all. Black women do not play that shit. We're not taking nothing from nobody. We took stuff from somebody for a long, long time, and we're not taking anything from nobody. And I'm just saying that in the most nicest way I can. I don't want to say it in another way. But just come with respect. And know where you get your stuff from. You know what I'm saying? Have some respect for us. Because we respect ourselves. Despite what is being shown on media and things like that. Black women do respect themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Treat someone how you want to be treated. That's another big key. Treat somebody how you want to be treated. How you want to be treated. You treat that person like you want to be treated. I tell that to anybody who don't understand anything. If you don't understand nothing, please just be like, damn, how do I want to be treated?
Right.
Alright, so I would want to be treated with respect.
Right.
You know? So I'm going to treat them with respect.
Right.
So anybody who's not black, treat us with respect and treat people how you want to be treated. You want to go forward, treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
Unless you don't treat yourself well, then not going to do it. But I guess that's how I feel about that question.
That's a good answer. So, we're going to move on to the next question, right? So, number 4, right? How do you feel about black girls or black women being stereotyped? So, do you want to go first?
Sure. I feel like when it comes to black girls being stereotyped, give us a goddamn break. Yes, we are queens and we have crowns, but we are human also. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us live. We're growing up like everyone else. Let us have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we should always respect ourselves, I'm sure. But everybody else should also respect themselves also. I'm just saying,
right.
Black women, stop finding everything wrong with what they're doing.
Right.
Let them live. Let them breathe. It's not okay to, like, not let us just be ourselves. Let us get out our shells. We are human. We want to live life like everyone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just let us breathe. Like, basically, just like let us breathe and stop judging us so much. Let's try a while of compliments and I'm not saying that black men don't compliment us. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, let's try just saying nothing but positive things about black women for the most part. Stop always trying to find something wrong with what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And please stop coming in between the mother and daughter relationship in a sense of social media. It's okay for a mother to teach her daughter to dance, but not in a disrespectful way, of course not. But stop sexualizing black women and their children, especially specifically their girls. Please.
Mm-hmm.
Let them have some fun.
Right.
Like, and just protect us. But, of course, we gotta respect ourselves.
Right.
You want someone to respect you, you gotta respect yourself. I understand all of that. I just feel like it's like we can't do no wrong, in a sense. Every time we doing something, it's like, let us have some fun. Let us just be ourselves. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Why is it that so many other races of women are allowed to do so much, and when they do it, it's dope? But when we do it, it's, oh, you're a whore. You know.
Right.
You so disrespectful. You ain't got no class. Like, what? That don't make no sense. Please. That really doesn't make sense to me. Let us be us. Because everybody, like I just said, everything that everyone's doing mostly is coming from us anyway. Like,
Right.
I understand everything. Y'all hold us up to another level, and I get that. That's fine, but I feel like a woman respecting herself should come at a whole nother level, period. It doesn't matter what race you are. It's just like, let us have our thing and let us find ourselves at the same time. Like, don't just sexualize, especially the little girls. Don't sexualize them like that. Mm-hmm. They can dress in cute clothes. It's okay. It's just a cute outfit. We know the difference between something super sexy and just a cute outfit. And I never had to deal with that so much growing up, but when I got to my teenage years, yes, of course. But little girls, no. I don't think they should really feel that way at all.
I agree.
I just feel like in a sense, well, you're not going to hold all women to the same standard, but in a sense, yes. Hold all women to the same standard. Don't be so hard on us. We could take it, but don't be so hard on us. Let us live too. We're living our lives also. That's what I really can say to that right now.
So how do I feel about black girls being stereotyped? I think we've been stereotyped from the end of time, right? Whether we was called all kinds of names, things we honestly as women did to each other. I think that we are always considered a lot of times the mad black women, and we just angry all the time, or we don't know how to deal with certain situations. And I do feel like we also been stereotyped where men sometimes don't want to be with their own kind. They rather deal with a Spanish woman or a white woman or whatever, and we being judged because we are walking in our truth the way we were taught, right? It's learned behavior. So when you dealing with a certain person, you come off a certain type of way because it's which was obviously embedded in you. And as a black woman, you come from a strong grape line. Like, you come from your strength come different. Like, your ambition come different. Your work come different. So when you speaking of anything, it's gonna come and sometimes come off aggressive only because what was taught to you. We're not taught to be weak. We're not taught to sit here and depend on a man. We're not taught, doesn't mean you don't need a man. It just means you're not taught to depend on one. You taught to be a go-getter. You taught to make sure you provide. We are taught to be providers at nature. So when it comes to, being stereotyped, sometimes when it comes to like relationships, the man wants to take control. The man wants to lead, which is fine. It's not that as women, as black women, we don't want it. We want it. We want y'all to take control, to do what y'all supposed to do to make sure we feel safe and good. But at the same time, we're taught to go get it too. We taught to basically mirror both of y'all. If you driving, I want to drive too. Like, I'm not just want to sit in the passenger seat, and I don't think that's a bad thing. And I do think as a woman, sometimes it's a time and a place to take a seat back and let your man take control. And sometimes for a man to say, my girl got it. Not on just a household bound, just in general as a person. And we get stereotyped and we don't get the satisfaction that we deserve. I feel like what we possess and what we are taught from the bottom up, right? Like, if everything shit hit the fan, we in a pandemic right now, right? And we ain't have nothing. I guarantee you, out of all cultures outside of certain other cultures, like from the countries and shit, we will know how to survive. We will know how to make it through. We were taught when you go to the supermarket, make sure you have bread, rice, milk, butter. There's certain things that you were taught. Make sure you have your canned goods. There were certain things you were taught to survive. We were taught to survive. So as women, sometimes that power that lies in that, we take it through everything, right? Whether it's our job, our children, if you have kids, our relationships. So sometimes we do come off strong because we're not taught to be weak. And it's as a black woman, it's hard to be vulnerable. Why? Because our own men, a lot of times, and our own women don't accept our vulnerability. Why? Because they're going through what we're going through. So you're not taught to receive. You're not taught to how even to get vulnerability. You just taught to learn how to eventually adapt. So you don't really know how to deal with your own culture to be who you want to be. You just learn how to sit there and just say, listen, I'm strong, I'm powerful. When I come through, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to keep pushing. It's hard, but for a strong man who's about their business, they never going to be intimidated by a black woman who holding her ground, because they already know where they stand. Only men or certain women get intimidated because they feel like, dang, I can't meet the quota on the level on where she at. Nah, it's a mental. It's like, if it's better than me and you can match what I got, cool. We can make things happen. Right. But if you can't, then it is what it is. Like, you go about your way, I go about mine. Doesn't mean I'm better. It just means I have a different intellectual way on how I think, on how I survive, on how I need to get through. And that's just what it is. So a lot of men think that, some old school, they rather you stay home and cook and clean and all that. Listen, we're in a different generation. As women, we
each his own, right?
To each his own, right? I give it to you because that's a job too, right? But we also talented. We have so much to give. So when you have a person who's willing to let you to be successful and to branch out into that, that's a great thing. But I learned too, as a black woman, as a beautiful black woman, it's challenging out here. It's challenging because when you come across another beautiful black woman, she's immediately intimidated. She's immediately on guard, like I gotta stand my ground. Versus like, we could match up and we could be good together, but that's not how we talk. It's like it's a competition all the time, and sometimes it's just not. What you got is what you got, and what I got is what I got. And if we match, we match. If we don't, we don't. So we get stereotyped regardless, and I think that's why when we see so many beautiful women, if I see them, me and my sister, we could be in a club and we see beautiful women in the bathroom, like, you beautiful, you are amazing. Like, we acknowledge them because at the end of the day, I'm confident in myself. I know who I am, but a lot of women are not there. So it's really based on once you tap into who you are to understand when somebody stereotype you, to take it personal or not take it personal. So that's my input on that. But we're gonna move along. Our next question is, what advice can you give to little black girls around the world? There's so many of us around the world who needs knowledge. So what would you say for this?
I would just say, stay strong. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a very tough and long road. And find your confidence. Like, that's not easy to do, but find your confidence.
Yes, Dana,
and
right.
always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. Don't wait for someone to believe in you. Figure out how to believe in yourself. It took me a long time to get to that place to believe in myself. Even when I felt like my back was against the wall and no one really believed in me. But I had to find the confidence within myself and learn how to believe in myself. And know how beautiful you are inside and out.
Right.
And I would say, because you're a young girl coming up, stop just focusing on your appearance. Focus on your inner beauty. Right. Your inner beauty is the thing that's going to keep you going for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. Anything can happen and you can lose your outer beauty. Focus on your inner beauty also. Focus on just finding yourself and your soul and who you are.
Right.
And I would say more honestly, try to focus on them books.
You gotta educate yourself.
Focus on them books and stop focusing on them books. They can be a distraction.
Yeah.
Like, and they can get you caught up into situations. Keep on them books.
Right.
Like, play is later. But, and just really find your confidence. Get to your confidence level so high, nobody can't tell you nothing.
Right.
I'm the type of person, I could be a crackhead right now. And I'm just still walking past people like I'm worth $1 million. Because you can't tell me nothing.
Right.
This is my confidence. And people don't understand the definition of self-esteem. It's the esteem of self. Find it within you. Mm-hmm. Within you, learn to love you for who you are. Mm-hmm. And another thing I can say too is, if you feel like there's some ugly places about you, because everybody got a little ugly in them, work on that.
Right.
Start from a young age. Start working on that.
Mm-hmm.
and follow your instincts. Follow your instincts. Follow your instincts. Your instincts is everything. God gave that to us for a reason. And we tend to start ignoring them after a while. I'm at a place right now, I do not ignore my instincts. I don't care if I'm about to come up crazy. Call me crazy all you want. When I follow my instincts, it starts off like I'm crazy, and then I wind up figuring out, oh, I was right that whole time. Because it was my instincts telling me. Your instincts is telling you something for a reason. So just listen to them. Listen to your soul. It's talking. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just focus on your career before all the babies and boyfriends and husbands and all type of stuff. Focus for the bag. Get to the bag first. Play later and start a family later. Or if you're gonna start a family early, start it in the right way. We gotta change that baby mother shit. We gotta start off as wives. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn from your mistake. If I want to bring another baby in this world, I want a ring on my finger. I really truly do. I want a ring on my finger. I want to know that it's secure. Like, we're not gonna mess up, and it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's important to me. And a lot of women, that's important to them, period. Like, and it's not just for the satisfaction of, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? No, it makes us feel like an honorable woman. Make an honest woman out of us. That's a good saying, and I feel like I live by that too. Make an honest woman out of me. If you truly love me, you truly want to be with me, and you want me to be out here in the streets respected. Right. Because I got a ring on my finger. Don't just be run up trying to have babies up in me. Like, we're not doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And wait to have kids a little later in life. I think that's the best thing to do. Don't have them so early in life. If you can help it, don't. Have them later in life. Learn from and that's another thing. Take knowledge from your elders. Take knowledge from your elders. Listen to them. They be knowing things. They been there, done that. Don't ignore them because you feel like you're not them. Don't ignore that. Listen to them. They know stuff that we don't know. We ain't been there yet. Listen to your elders. Always listen to your elders. Or listen to somebody who had a lot of life going on. Even at a young age sometimes, but I would just say more listen to your elders. You know what I'm saying? Follow the instincts when somebody's talking to you sometimes. If this shit sounds like garbage, it probably is garbage. Because this shit sounds like the truth, but you just don't want to listen, still take your time and just still try to listen. Have that patience and listen. Like, that's it. And don't ever think that you're not enough. You're always enough. You're more than enough. You're ice cream, cake, sprinkles, frosting, all that. Okay? That's my advice to young black girls. Well, in a sense, girls in general, too.
Right. So, my advice to young black girls is to know their worth, to know their value, to know where they stand within themselves, to always go within, to realize that's where their beauty lies from, their hearts, their minds, their souls, their spirituality. I think that a lot of times as black women and young little girls, you focus on the appearance more than anything because you want to be this image that is set, you know, in your mind on what you think you're supposed to be, and that's not necessarily what it is, you know. And who says that portrait that you striving for is a portrait that's supposed to be your portrait? Your portrait is supposed to be what you make it. So as a young little girl, I want you to know that you are beautiful within. Like, everything about you matters. Like, your curves, your nose, your mouth, your lips, your ears, the way your hair is, your texture. I want you to learn to celebrate that of you starting out as a kid and to speak over yourself, because a lot of things is mental. So as a young little girl, for me, you know, a lot of times you don't feel so secure in yourself. You know, the generation before wasn't taught to, you know, you beautiful and you amazing, you this. We were taught to just be something that we were never meant to be. So for young little girls coming up now, I want you to know, like, look at yourself in the mirror and see how amazing you are. See how authentic you are. See that your features nobody has. There's only one you to be you and to value you and to cherish you. Because if you don't cherish and honor who you are young, as you get older, nobody will. And that what you are able to possess in this world, or for you, for yourself, for your family, is a big deal. And to realize that, like I always say, you matter. A lot of people feel like they don't matter. A lot of little young black girls feel like they just want to be like the next little girl, the next girl who got straight hair, the next girl who got long hair, or she got the flyest clothes. The clothes don't make you who you are. That is materialistic stuff. You make it. Your essence make it. Your aura, your energy, your swag make it what it is. And being a child of the 90s, I had to learn the hard way, not knowing like, dang, who I already was already to be celebrated. But I want to teach little young girls and all women, all young girls, it don't matter what culture you come from, that your beauty is significant. Like, you are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. Everything about you, you are a goddess. As you stand, even if somebody don't like it, that's okay. Because when you're uniquely different, everybody not going to agree. Everybody not going to like your recipe. Everybody not going to want to rock with you. But it doesn't mean that you're insignificant. It just means that they're not for you. And you keep it moving and you keep it pushing. And you know that who you are as a person, your quirkiness, whether you feel like you don't fit in, you're not supposed to fit in. I was that little black girl who never fit in. Different is amazing. Like, it's okay that you're not supposed to fit in. If you fit in with everybody, then what makes you different? So you have to know that you're different and you're not kind of adapting to what everybody else is doing, even if it feels like, oh, like I feel like I'm boring. No, you're not boring. You're you. And if everybody can adapt to who you are individually, then so be it. You keep it pushing, because at the end of the day, somebody will. Somebody will celebrate you. And even if they don't, you celebrate you. You look at yourself in the mirror and you face yourself and say, you know what? I am beautiful. Sometimes you gotta go past the mirror as you get older, that little girl like, dang, I'm beautiful. I look good. Like, sometimes you gotta build your self-confidence up. You gotta build your self-esteem up. If you don't build it up, who's gonna build it? You can't expect nobody to build it. You can pray on it, and ask God to give it to you, but you also gotta do the work. And doing the work is a lot of work. So you gotta know that at the end of the day, nobody gonna make you unless it's God and yourself. And people will then adapt how you treat yourself and how you take care of yourself. Is how people gonna take care of you. People only treat you how you allow them to treat you. And that's something I want to tell young little black girls all over the world. You cannot allow nobody to treat you and make you think that you less than or you insignificant, because that's how they feel about themselves. But when you know better, you do better. So that's my little mental note on that, and we're gonna keep it going.
Can I say one little point first?
Sure.
Sometimes if you're getting picked on, it's because you are magical. A lot of people get bullied and you don't understand why. It's because they see your magic in you. You need to know that as a young age. You're going to figure it out later. But just remember that you're getting picked on because they see how dope you are, even though you're not seeing it within yourself. But you're going to figure out later on, like, oh, that's why you were bothering me. Mm-hmm. Because I was always awesome. And you was trying to stuff it back down in the ground. Right. And I'm still going to be a flower and blossom. Period. You can't stop me. What's the next question?
So we got 2 questions left. So we kind of like getting close to our time, right? So we're going to make this answer short, right? What does hair mean to you? We're going to make it short.
Right, okay. Hair means my existence, almost. When you first see me, you see my hair. It's awesome. And hair for a black woman is different on a whole nother level. They try to take it away from us. They didn't want us to see all this magic. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to that level of just loving your hair, it's awesome. Like, I feel more clear. I feel more, I can breathe better. I don't know. It's like different to explain. It's like it's a part of my brain almost. You know what I'm saying? I need this right now. But at the same time, please respect us, even when we wear other hair. That's just a part of us now. It's not that we don't love our hair all the time necessarily. It's just a part of us. We like to wear weaves. We like to wear braids. We like to wear our hair natural. We like to straighten our hair. We like to do everything to our hair. We're that diverse. We can do that. And then we're only that diverse because at one point in time, people told us it was not okay to wear our hair this way.
Right.
So it's a part of us. You know what I'm saying? So respect that to that certain level.
Right.
Don't, oh, why do y'all wear your hair like that? What do you mean? Y'all were the ones that told us to wear it like this. And then now we're wearing our hair natural. It's like, oh, that's not professional. Who's to really say what's professional? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like my hair is just magic to me. And if I wanted to give it one word, it's magic. That's really all it is, magic. It's magic in this. It gives you what you need. It starts you off. Like, it's the beginning of your outfit. You know, it's the beginning of your day. You know what I'm saying? What does it mean to you?
Hair to me means a lot, right? So coming from having relaxed hair, being straight, and I had nice long hair. So for me, I was never taught to celebrate my natural hair. So being curly and shrinkage, where you can pull your drain down and your drain down hair, right? And it looked like, oh, you don't got no hair, like, but you learn being natural is a process, right? Because you're walking in your authentic truth. And I feel like being natural to me is learning how to take care more of my hair. I've always been good at doing hair, but learning how to manage my own natural hair, and learning how to know what works for me, what's healthy for me, what makes me feel good, what is my hair saying to me, and what my hair needs, and switching up if I want to, whether it's wearing a wig, weave, braids, or whatever I decide to do. Hair to me for a woman it's important because it's a part of our self-image. It doesn't make you a woman. It's a part of you that makes you feel good. It makes you feel sexy. It makes you feel amazing. It brings a big essence to you. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, and you have to realize that taking care of your hair is a big deal. A lot of women can have hair, but are you taking care of it? Are you giving it what it needs? You have to take care of your body. So taking care of your body is learning to take care of your hair. So I've always took care of my hair when I have relaxed hair, and as natural, I take care of it too. I just learned that it's a lot more work, but while not putting that effort into my natural hair to show like, dang, my hair is healthy and curly and soft, and celebrate that. So that's what hair means to me. It just means to walk in your truth, walk in whatever it means to take care of your hair, and not to allow nobody to make you feel like being natural is an issue, because it's not. It's a new way of living.
It's a beautiful awakening.
It's a new way of living. And as a black woman, you gotta know, like, you walking in something that was never taught. You're walking in something that's new. So you're not gonna always get what you're expecting from others. But I've learned being natural. A lot of people love my natural hair. They always asking me, like, what are you doing to it? How do you do? What products do you use? So, you learn that length is not what makes you beautiful. Hair is what makes you beautiful, as far as an addition. It doesn't take away because you're very naturally beautiful. But here's an addition, and how you take care of it will make you beautiful. It's you that exudes the hair. It's you that exudes your beauty. It's you that's within that brings everything to life. So
and
that's
natural hair.
Right, natural hair. And we walking in our truth, and our kinky, and our curly, essence. And our, when we have our hard, rough days, and like, yo, my hair just don't want to adapt. It don't want to get it together. It don't want to take this conditioner. You're just going with the flow. So, yeah, that's what it means to me about hair. But our last question, right? What does it mean to be a black mother or becoming a mother? So, since you are a mother, I'm going to let you answer that question first.
What it means to be a black mom is another level of just being more great. Becoming a mom is a whole nother ballgame. It's so tough and it's so hard, but it's so beautiful at the same damn time. Like, it's so awesome being a mom. It teaches you about yourself. It teaches you how you want to be better. It teaches you, things that your parents did wrong and how you don't want to go that route either. It teaches you that this is you right there. Like, you really over there acting like me? Like, I don't understand. But being a mom is just really awesome. Like, it's a lesson that's so much of a blessing. Like,
right.
so much is both. You combine them both. Like, my son is everything to me. I wouldn't even be in the position that I am right now if I didn't have my son. Like, at all, because he makes me want to be better. Having kids is the most awesome thing you can do. Like, they really change your life around. They really make you want to be better. They really want to make you change your world around because you want them to be able to have whatever they need. So you don't allow yourself to just keep getting by. You want to go through great things, and you want to do great things because you want him to look up to you, or you want your child to look up to you and be like, "Your mommy is awesome." Like, ain't no girl going to be less than that. I ain't striving for it. You got to think about that like that when you having kids and raising kids. Like, how great is the woman that you want him to bring home? You got to try to be as great or more. Let her get on your level. You know what I'm saying? And it's just another experience that you have to deal with. And it's super hard in the sense of, you know, police brutality, the government, and things of that nature. But it's still an awesome experience. Very awesome experience. I would want everyone to have the moment of having a child. It's unexplainable. And you always kind of cry when you first have your first child. Because you scared as hell. That baby is here now, and there's no going back. And that's very, very scary and sentimental at the same time. But I wouldn't trade it in for the world at all. You know? Like, if I had to change things around the way things happen, I still wouldn't change it. It was so tough, but I still wouldn't change it because my son is everything to me. Like, he's the most awesomest guy I've ever met in my life. And he's just a little boy. And he's going to grow up to be a great man. And that's what I'm going to help teach him how to be.
Right.
Like, and it's just, being a mom is awesome. It's a great experience. What would it feel like to be a mom, Alana?
What does it mean to be a mother or becoming a mother? For me, so I'm a teacher, so I work with kids. I've been working with kids for like about 6 years now, so I kind of feel like a mother, a temporary mother, I would say. But having my own kids, like, which I will one day, I will always want them to make sure that I'm there. I think that being a mother is big on structure, it's big on being available, it's big on tapping into what they like, what they don't like, seeing, you know, what it is that intrigue them and make them feel bubbly and sad and everything, so you can kind of understand the kid that you have. I've learned being a teacher that it's so many things that I've learned, right? Like what I deal with my kid, and every kid is different, so you only learn as you go on in dealing with them. But when I do become a mother, I do believe I'm gonna be an amazing mother. I think that I have already had motherly instincts. I think that I'm amazing when as a mother. I think that even having my nephew around, like, he's about to soon be 4. So, you know, I think she's a great mom, and me learning how to be a mom too. I feel like
it takes a village.
It takes a village, and there's just certain things that I like and I don't like as far as what I would want to be as a mom. There's certain things that I realize that I want to do. I think that will bring value to my child's essence, their development. There's so many things as an adult, as a teacher. I'm like /teacher /mom. I haven't had the kid yet, so it's definitely going to be a process on learning my kid or my children when I do have them. But I do think that I will be okay with them because I kind of have a great concept on how to deal with multiple children at a time. But just learning how to become a mom, it's no manual. Like, you have to kind of just go with there and be there and engage your child and, you know, just see what it is that makes them better, what makes them worse, what's not good, what is good, you know, and what's gonna make them to be their best selves. So I do know for a fact one day I will have beautiful children. I can't wait. I'm not in a rush, but I can't wait to eventually have my own and be able to do the things that I desire to do, and just to love them, to comfort them, to spoil them. You know, I just want them to also teach them to be independent. I think as a parent, I'm definitely going to teach my kid what it means to, what independence means, and teaching them the ropes and how to survive. I feel like in this kind of world where we at right now, I would not be doing my job if I didn't teach them how to survive. And learning from my last class I took in school, right, this semester, on communication, on cultural communication, I want them to be open-minded to other cultures. I want them to learn different things. I want them to have friends all over the world, as far as whether it's in a classroom or whatever, so they can understand the difference of meeting different people and how it will impact them on how they think, how they live, how they be, how they engage, how they, you know, understand another person. I don't want them to be closed-minded. I want them to chase their dreams. I want them to go for whatever it is. And as a parent, I'm going to always support them in whatever I feel is good for them, and not hold them back off of my own insecurity or me not want to lose my kid. You know, sometimes you get in your own children's way on flying and you can't. And I hadn't get there yet, but these are things that I think about and what I would want to do. So that's my answer on that. And on tonight, we just kind of just touched base on black girl magic. As a black girl, as a black woman, what we think and what we feel, what we go through, and what we want. And I hope you guys enjoyed talking to us on tonight, and you kind of got a little information that you may have, didn't have, or, you know, added on to what you already know. And I hope you guys have a blessed evening. Be safe out there. We are still going through the pandemic. You know, social distancing is very important right now at this moment. And to just love thy neighbor as you would love yourself, and to stay focused. And until next time, love you guys. Yes.
All right.
Deuces.
Later, everybody.
Bye. Okay.
So what? Are you sure you want to end this? 5 now.